Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I have an incredible story for you, one that will inspire you, motivate you, and leave you truly amazed. Let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of someone so brilliant, so ahead of their time, that they could change the entire world with just their ideas? Well, if this man were alive today, he would surely transform the way we live. His thinking was not only unique, it was revolutionary. So revolutionary, in fact, that the world struggled to understand him. But he didn't let that stop him. He kept moving forward. He followed his dreams even when everyone else doubted him. Now, take a moment. Imagine someone working in silence while building the future in their mind. That was Nikola Tesla. Today, we are going to talk about a true genius, a man whose ideas were decades ahead of his time, the one and only Nikola Tesla. So get comfortable, listen carefully, and improve your English while discovering the life of this extraordinary man. We will learn not only about his life, but also powerful vocabulary and life lessons that could change the way you think forever. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in the village of Smiljan, which was then part of the Austrian Empire, modern-day Croatia. He was born during a lightning storm, and the midwife reportedly said, "He'll be a child of darkness," to which his mother replied, "No, he will be a child of light." That statement became eerily prophetic. His father, Milutin Tesla, was a Serbian Orthodox priest and a writer. His mother, Georgina Duca Tesla, though uneducated, had a remarkable talent for making household tools and had an excellent memory. She greatly inspired Tesla's interest in invention. From a young age, Tesla was different. He had a photographic memory and could visualize inventions in his mind with incredible detail. He often experienced visions, flashes of light, and ideas that would suddenly appear in his mind. These traits would later define his genius, but as a child, they made him feel isolated. Education and passion for engineering. Tesla showed early interest in engineering and science. He was fascinated by the idea of electricity and energy. He studied at the Technical University in Graz, Austria, and later at the University of Prague. While in college, he was known for working extremely hard, often studying 20 hours a day. Tesla's mind was a playground of ideas. He didn't need to draw or build prototypes, he simply imagined how things worked. He once said, "I do not rush into actual work. When I get an idea, I start at once building it up in my imagination." However, his education journey was not smooth. He dropped out before earning a degree due to financial difficulties and problems with the university. Despite this, his knowledge and skills surpassed many engineers of his time. Early career and challenges. After college, Tesla worked for a telephone company in Budapest. One day, while walking in the park with a friend, he suddenly had a vision of a rotating magnetic field, the basic principle behind alternating current. He drew diagrams in the sand to explain it. That vision became the foundation for most of his future work. Later, he moved to Paris and worked for the Continental Edison Company, where he impressed everyone with his technical skills. Tesla wanted to bring his ideas to life, but he needed greater opportunities. Moved to America and worked with Thomas Edison. In 1884, Tesla arrived in New York City with just 4 cents in his pocket and a letter of recommendation for Thomas Edison. The letter said, "I know of 2 great men. One is you, the other is this young man." Edison hired Tesla to work on improving his direct current DC generators. Tesla worked tirelessly and even claimed he was promised $50,000 if he succeeded. But when he completed the job, Edison laughed and said, "You don't understand American humor." Feeling betrayed, Tesla quit the job. He spent some time digging ditches just to survive. Even during these hard times, his mind never stopped working. In 1887, Tesla finally found investors who believed in his idea of alternating current. He developed the AC motor and other components that could transmit electricity more efficiently than Edison's DC system. This led to the infamous War of Currents, a battle between Edison's DC and Tesla's AC. Edison launched a campaign to prove AC was dangerous, even using it in public animal executions. But Tesla, backed by industrialist George Westinghouse, kept pushing forward. At the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago, Tesla's AC system lit up the entire event, proving to the world that his system was the future of electricity. Tesla had won, but the battle had taken its toll. To be continued. In the next part, we'll explore Tesla's greatest inventions, his dream of wireless energy, and the tragic downfall of a misunderstood genius. Stay tuned, and remember, this is more than just history. It's a lesson in language, curiosity, and the power of perseverance. When we left off, Nikola Tesla had just emigrated to the United States in 1884, carrying only 4 cents in his pocket, a few personal belongings, and a head full of revolutionary ideas. But what happened next would define the course of his life and the future of modern technology. After arriving in New York, Tesla was quickly hired by Thomas Edison. Edison was already famous for his invention of the light bulb and had built a powerful business empire. Tesla admired Edison's work, but their relationship quickly became strained. Edison promoted direct current, DC electricity. But DC had major problems. It couldn't travel far without losing power. Tesla, on the other hand, had developed a better solution, alternating current, AC, which could be transmitted over long distances with much greater efficiency. Tesla tried to explain this to Edison. At first, Edison wasn't interested. In fact, he mocked AC and claimed it was dangerous. Tesla left Edison's company and took his idea elsewhere. In 1888, Tesla found a powerful ally, George Westinghouse, a wealthy inventor and businessman who believed in Tesla's AC system. Westinghouse bought Tesla's patents and began a nationwide campaign to build an AC power network. This began what became known as the War of Currents. Edison launched a smear campaign against AC, saying it was deadly and unsafe. He even funded public demonstrations in which animals were electrocuted with AC to scare people. But Tesla and Westinghouse didn't back down. In 1893, they proved the safety and power of AC by lighting the entire World's Fair in Chicago. It was a brilliant success, and the world was watching. Eventually, Tesla's AC system became the standard for electricity and is still used around the world today. In 1895, Tesla and Westinghouse built the first hydroelectric power plant at Niagara Falls. This was not just a scientific breakthrough, it was a symbol of what clean energy could achieve. For the first time, water power was turned into electrical energy and transmitted to power homes and businesses miles away. Newspapers around the world called it a miracle. Tesla had once said as a child, "I'll harness the power of Niagara Falls." Now he had done it. By the late 1890s, Tesla was a celebrity. He was invited to parties, gave lectures around the world, and was friends with some of the most famous people of the time, including Mark Twain. But unlike many rich inventors, Tesla didn't care much for money. He gave up royalties that could have made him a millionaire many times over. He believed his inventions were gifts to the world, not products to be sold. Unfortunately, this generosity would cost him dearly in the years to come. Tesla used the money he earned to fund more experiments. He dreamed of building a world wireless system, a technology that could transmit messages, images, and even power across the globe without wires. He began working on a project called Wardenclyffe Tower in New York. It was a massive structure designed to send free electricity and wireless signals across the Earth. But financial backers, including the famous banker J.P. Morgan, pulled out when they realized Tesla couldn't make money from something he wanted to give away for free. Without funding, the tower was never completed. By the early 1900s, the world began to forget Tesla. While other inventors and businessmen grew rich and famous, Tesla became more isolated. He was misunderstood by the public and ignored by the press. Still, he kept working. He filed over 300 patents in his lifetime. He experimented with X-rays, remote control, and even early ideas for radar. He also claimed to receive signals from space, which led many to call him crazy. But years later, scientists confirmed Tesla may have been the first to detect radio waves from distant stars. Despite his brilliance, Tesla's mind became clouded. He became obsessed with cleanliness, avoided touching people, and fed only pigeons. One particular white pigeon became his closest companion. When it died, he said a part of him died too. He spent his last years living in hotel rooms, unable to pay the bills. Nikola Tesla died alone on January 7, 1943, in room 3327 of the New Yorker Hotel. He was 86 years old. He had no wife, no children, and very few visitors. But his notebooks were full of ideas that were far ahead of their time. Today, Tesla is recognized as one of the greatest minds in history. He gave the world alternating current AC, wireless communication, the Tesla coil, remote control, induction motors, and a vision of clean, free energy. The Tesla electric car company, started by Elon Musk, is named in his honor. His work laid the foundation for many of the technologies we use today. Nikola Tesla's story isn't just about science. It's about belief, determination, and courage. Here are some powerful lessons we can learn from his life. 1. Be curious. Tesla never stopped asking questions. He wanted to know how the world worked. 2. Think differently. He challenged what others believed and wasn't afraid to go against the crowd. 3. Give more than you take. Tesla believed in serving humanity, not just making money. 4. Don't give up. Even when people doubted him, he kept going. His ideas changed the world, even if he didn't live to see it. 5. Believe in your vision. Tesla dreamed of a better future, and he spent his life working toward it. Nikola Tesla was more than a scientist. He was a dreamer, a visionary, and a man who saw the future before anyone else did. His life wasn't easy. He faced rejection, poverty, and loneliness, but his ideas survived. Today, when we turn on a light, charge our phones, or use Wi-Fi, we are living in the world Tesla imagined over 100 years ago. So if you ever feel small, if you ever feel like no one understands your ideas, just remember Nikola Tesla. One person with one idea can still change the world. Thank you for watching Learning English with History. If you found this inspiring and helpful for your English journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, learning a language is not just about words. It's about discovering the world through stories. TV subscribe here. Dart it your English, your future, your story.